Hello replayers and fellow citizens of YouTube, this is Mr. Ultimate and welcome to 30 Minutes of Indie Horror featuring the Moon Sliver. Now I've only got 30 minutes, so let's get going. WASD to move. Oh, I'm in the game. WASD to move, space to jump, right mouse to toggle the flashlight on and off, left mouse button to interact, examine, escape is toggle the menu. Okay. Daniel was a quiet man who spent his life lost in the books of old, or lost in his own thoughts. He wondered where the barrels had come from and who had put them here. It's an odd thing to wonder. Isa was the oldest, and if not the wisest, certainly the most learned. She remembered when Josiah still lived, and she would sit on this crate and listen to his stories. Those memories, like so many others, were bittersweet. Okay, I guess everything has a story. Ellie was a sullen and beautiful girl, the youngest of all of them, with a mind unfit for lofty thoughts. I can still see the old text. And that's not a nice thing to say. She had once come in here to see if there was any old firewood. Otherwise, she stayed in her cluttered house where it was warm and familiar. I guess you have to actually get away from the story for it to go away. Yeah, I can back into the story. Let's see. Abel loved Isa, and he loved Daniel and Ellie, but when his mind wasn't turned towards their well-being, it was filled with thoughts of bleak hopelessness. Sometimes he would rifle through the barrel. The promise of undiscovered trinkets raised his spirits, if only temporarily. Alright. Oh, conserve your flashlight battery, recharge it at power outlets, explore freely, piece the story together. When night falls, enter the mountain. Okay, so I shouldn't have been sitting there with my flashlight on. Okay, we're outside. I don't need it right now. Let's see. I see some more power lines over there, but there's buildings over here. What's at the top of this hill? And everything looks very desolate. Very desolate. Something over here. The night was wild and cold. Okay. The monstrous tracks leading from the hatch were brand new, but the wind quickly erased them. Monstrous tracks where? Am I already being tracked down by something? It didn't seem like, from what little I know, that this was, come back when night falls. This is the mountain. Okay. Didn't seem like this was a run type of horror game. More of a story-driven horror game. Let me see how far this goes first. The mysterious liquid had drained from the tank and into the water long ago. What kind of liquid? These three trees seem odd, just sitting there like that. These skeletons were all that remained. What remained of what? Isa could remember the glorious living trees, barely. A damp tangle of trees and foliage, free to run wild and unkempt. I think I read those in reverse order. That's okay. Let's go on. Let's go over here. Can't jump very high, but it doesn't look like I'll need to. Okay, it's dark in here. What is that? I'm saying that she knows more than she's telling us, Ellie said. Let's turn on the light a little bit. The wood was older than anyone could remember, and it had rotten and fused with the floor. That's not how wood works, as far as I know. She keeps the chapel locked, and she's the only one with a key, said Ellie, leaning on the barrels and folding her arms. So you're saying she took it, he said. Okay, I'm saying she knows more than she's telling us. Okay, so I think I'm hearing this or reading this conversation in reverse order. My problem is that she's a... You know what? Where is the beginning of this conversation? I want to read it in order. "What's your problem with Issa?" Daniel said, putting his book down. He was annoyed at being interrupted here. Oh, is that an outlet? There we go. "My problem is that she's a liar," Ellie said angrily, fiddling with the knobs on the machine as she paced around. "And that I have to keep explaining this to you over and over again. You don't know her like I know her." "Exactly, you're not an impartial judge," he said. "It's a fair point. I'm saying she knows more than she's telling us." Okay, so getting a little bit of the story. It said to explore and piece the story together. So Ellie didn't trust Issa, is what I'm gathering. There's a little light in here. Issa kept a smile on her face, although she did not feel like smiling. Wonder, there's a light in here, so I'm gonna see if I can make it without using my flashlight. She sat down beside the flashlight. "What about Ellie? Has Ellie mentioned anything to you?" she said. "She didn't take it either," he said. "Nor did I, and nor did Abel," she said. "And yet it's gone." Okay, see if I can... Oh, there's another power outlet. Fresh air from an unseen crack in the corner cut through the room's stuffy musk. "Daniel, you're the last one I gave the key to," said Issa. Daniel stared at the mysterious control panels. He didn't meet her eyes. He never met anyone's eyes. "I didn't take it," he said. "Why would I take it? I'm the one who told you it was missing." Okay, so the key is missing, and I think everyone is accusing everyone. What's the fourth name? The rusted junk cast shadows on the opposite wall. "How do you know Abel?" Abel! Abel's the only one who hasn't really been accused so far, so I bet you it's Abel. "How do you know Abel didn't take it?" he said. "Because I trust him," she said. "He's a dismal man, but he would never hurt any of us." "Do you trust Ellie?" Daniel didn't answer immediately. "I trust all of you," he said, "because that's how we have to live." So, where am I going? There I am. So, Abel's trusted by Issa, but Issa doesn't trust Ellie. Ellie doesn't trust Issa. She let Daniel off the hook rather fast. Maybe it's Daniel. These conversations were not new. Long ago, Issa had learned to love Abel, despite and for his despondency. She hugged him as the wind tossed her long gray hair around. These aren't young people having these issues. They reached the ruins and strolled leisurely through them towards the shoreline. Issa could remember when the old buildings still stood here, filled with families. Okay, so this island was once much more populated, apparently. And I guess the four we learned about are all that remained. Is this the building I started in? Okay, that one's locked. That might be the chapel. Yesterday, 4 people lived on this island. Now only 1 remains. I believe this is where I started, isn't it? Yep, conserve your flashlight battery. Okay, so I'm guessing I'm one of these 4 people. I don't know which one I am. If I can figure out who I am, maybe some buildings that are under the water. If I can figure out who I am, maybe I can figure out who took the key, who's to blame. Let's see. I remember when the moon still shined, when each night was bathed in warm silver, and the shadows were mysterious and friendly, and the island was a place of joy. That was many years ago. Since it disappeared, this place has become cold and stark. plagued by an inexplicable sense of loss and despondency. Daniel and Ellie were young. They do not feel it. They do not remember what the world used to be like, but Abel and I do. And we are both filled with longing for intangible joys that it can no longer provide, for friends that do not exist, for feelings that cannot be reasonably felt. When I was younger, I smiled because I felt like smiling. Now that smile is a disguise. Is that a key? There's a key. Okay, maybe I can get into that other place now. What else? Is there anything else around here? She took the knife from the shelf. The blade was dull and rusty, but it was still pointed. She was not smiling. Okay, that escalated quickly. What's over here? Oh, okay. Issa didn't know what the object was, but she remembered her father tinkering with it in his workshop when she was a girl. The workshop and the adjoining home were now far underwater. That's probably one of those buildings we just saw. She was not a young woman, but even now, seeing it brought her comfort. Abel came in. "How do I get into storage?" he asked. She shut and locked the box. "I've told you before," she said. "I forgot," he said. "I don't go there often." "Press the first 3 until they click. Leave the 4th alone," she said. Okay. So, first 3, leave the 4th alone. Need to remember that. Looks like another key right there. So we've got 2 keys. Or, unless I just used a key to open this. What is this? I guess that's the gadget that was tinkered with, and I don't need it, apparently. I think I'll go to this one first. Then I'll check out the other 2. Whoa. Something about all this candlelight looks a little foreboding. Gonna admit that. What childlike emptiness I feel to find the most peaceful solace in fantasy, to find in masquerades a truth more vivid than reality. What sort of twisted villains were the ancient writers to taunt us with unreachable worlds, more beautiful than our own? We have enough stored food to live long lives. When our wood runs out, we will be cold, but only so cold as to be uncomfortable. The water is rising, but it will be many years before it reaches our homes. Technically, we survive. But to what end? This island is all the world we know, and it is nothing but the broken pieces of a fairy tale. My. I guess there is a huge difference between surviving and actually living. It's not enough to merely exist. They could make more candles. They couldn't make more wood, so Abel burned the candles. I guess that's how he stays warm. There's an evil man on this island, and I know him well. We played together as youths. We have cried together. We have eaten together. We have loved the same women, betrayed the same women. How close was he to this friend? He is my constant companion and my worst enemy. He puppets my arms, legs, and mouth to his own selfish ends, and he secretly hurts everyone I love as I watch, helpless, with their unshed, unfelt blood on my hands. He gifts my flesh with indescribable pleasures and blights my soul with unutterable despair. His name is Sin, and we are irrevocably bound together. Surely there exists no hell worse than this. Abel had issues. Just gonna say that. Okay, can that go off the stream? Cause oh gosh, that's so close. Okay, at least it's up there. Abel read to escape. Daniel read to feel his lofty, strange thoughts. Issa read to pass the time. But Ellie, as far as Abel knew, she hadn't opened a book in years. What did she do all day? He didn't know. Sometimes he worried about her. He worried about all of them. Were they as melancholy as he was? Again, he apparently has some issues. There's another box. Can I open it? Is there a key in here to open that box? Let me see. I don't see one. Okay. If I find another key, I'm going to come back. I think I have another one, but I'm guessing it's for that locked building. Okay, whose house? This is... Something tells me this is Ellie's house. What were you and Abel doing at his house yesterday while I was climbing the mountain? He answered, casually flipping through the book on her table. It was covered in dust. This is Ellie's house. Okay. Is there anything? What is blocking me here? I can't... What is this? Ellie was laying on the bed. Daniel came in. She scowled at him suspiciously and beautifully. What were you and Issa doing in the old power building? What were you talking about? Okay, I can't really get far in this messy house, so I guess that's... Yeah, I guess that is all there is left. And so this must be Daniel's house? Abel often visited Daniel. He loved to talk and Daniel loved to listen. Issa and I were out for a walk, said Abel as he entered. I thought I'd stop by before you got caught up in a book. Daniel put his book down. Hello, he said. His expression confused Abel. Apparently, Daniel is always caught up in a book. I've been thinking about life, said Abel, sitting down, and death, and uncertainty. Yeah, I'm starting to think Abel might be the villain of this story. I don't know that yet, though. That could be a red herring. That could be a red herring. Daniel stared at the pile of wood. He hadn't burned wood for months. Let's talk about Ellie instead. Abel was silent for a moment. What about Ellie, he said. Daniel didn't need to answer. Abel swallowed. All right, let's talk about Ellie. See. Oh, there's something up here. Daniel took down the dead flashlight and replaced it with a fully charged one, listening to Abel talk and thinking unrelated thoughts. He preferred the sharp illumination of flashlights to the dimness of flame. Okay, which way is out? This way? Oh! My. Is it nighttime? What is this? Oh, is this the storage? There's 4 things. The door had rusted shut. It would never open. Are you sure? I guess it's sure. Okay, this music is foreboding. There's a path up here. Okay, I guess... Oh. Is that a shortcut? No fall damage. It looks like night. Can I enter the mountain? Come back when night falls. I guess it hasn't already. Let's go to that building that I couldn't get into. Something is going on. I think it's over here. Is this it? I'm not 100%. I think that's it. It looked different from all the other buildings, so I think this is it. I'm getting an odd feeling I'm not alone out here. Okay. Yep. Daniel was still thinking about his talk with Abel the day before as he absent-mindedly picked the book up. Something caught his eye, or rather, the lack of something. What's lacking? There's a table here. Anything over here? Let's look at this table. Is there anything? Okay, there is something. The Moon Sliver was gone. He stared at the empty dais for some time, struggling to comprehend this simple, shocking fact. Had someone moved it? Issa, perhaps? She was the only one with a key to the Chapel of Infinite Light. But Ellie or Abel could have borrowed it from her, as he had done, or taken it. Regardless, he had to tell the others. Okay. What else is there around here? The Word of Hector 4. Where's the Word of Hector? Oh no, the Word of Hector the 4th. Again, the moon came to Hector in a dream. The woodland teeth is vanquished, it said. Your people are safe for now, but it still waits, lurking in the depths. It fears the moon, and it will not dare appear again while the holy document remains in your possession. The Moon Sliver is a book? Is that it? Or a document? But know this, should the Moon Sliver ever be destroyed, even my divine light will not be able to save you from the wrath of the woodland teeth and the darkness of hell. Keep it safe, keep it ready, and may you live in prosperity on this island that I have given you. Let your prosperity be a sign that the words I speak are true. Alright. Oh, there's more. The Word of Hector. Oh, I guess that is 2. Or maybe it's the second. Maybe there's generations of Hectors. The woodland teeth, the monster of the forest that was more tenacious than the other demons. It hated the people of Hector and desired to take the island away from them, and it lurked in the dark corners and unseen passageways, scheming horrific schemes. It came to pass that Ursula was taken, stalked by the woodland teeth in the dark underground, attacked, and dragged down to hell. Then the moon came to Hector in a dream. It said, Hector, the time has come. Your great enemy has arrived, and you would all do well to tremble, for his power is great, and his depravity is unspeakable. Go, take the Moon Sliver from its pedestal, do battle. And so Hector went to the Chapel of Infinite Light, and retrieved the Moon Sliver, and went into the tunnels. Did someone try to fight? Is that another page? There we go. The Word of Hector 3. Most of the text is illegible. Hector descended, darkness, terrible whispering, infinite and deep. Did not know how long he wandered, promises of brutal torture and mutilation waiting. Begone, teeth of the forest, spoke the holy incantations read upon, returned to the surface. Okay, so I'm wondering, is there anything else? I'm wondering if somebody had tried to fight the woodland teeth. The Moon Sliver was written by the pure spring rain upon pages of dried leaves and found by noble Hector. The moon spoke to Hector, saying, Take this, the Moon Sliver, and make for it a place in the Chapel of Infinite Light. For it is a holy document. Man cannot read it, but its every letter is known to the demons of the night, and greatly feared. Know that it will protect you. Even should my light cease to bathe the night in holy silver, give it a place of honor, and treat it as a prized possession, for it is your weapon against evil. And so Hector took the Moon Sliver and placed it in the Chapel of Infinite Light, upon a silver pedestal, and the night was warm with light, and the day was bright with warmth. Okay, I think that's all of it. Whoa. Now it's raining. I am not sure where to go now. Okay, these are the ruins. Is that the house I started in? I think I need to find the house I started in, because... Okay, that's the house I started in. I'm not sure which way I need to go. Hey, here's another one of those things. A little closer. Turn off my flashlight. Maybe there'll be light in here. Nope, apparently not. Is that a... Well, it's dark in here. I could have swore I heard someone cough. Is everyone down here? I'm getting nervous, guys. Music's not helping. Ellie was uneasy. The darkness had never felt this menacing before. It seems alive, watchful. Okay. I just needed to read that very quickly. Not trusting this. The code was forgotten. Long forgotten. Nobody had been below in many years. Can I try codes? Is there a way down there? I know that my flashlight is limited. Oh, wow. What was that? Yeah. Okay. Wow. I don't know which way to go. I don't know if I'm even supposed to be down here. This music is not reassuring. I don't have a weapon. I can't run. That's not a thing. Okay, this is a dead end. I don't want to get cornered, just in case there's something down here. Come on, is there anything? Am I done? Okay. A family of rats lived amid the crates of dried food. They were perhaps the last animals left alive. Okay. That was worth coming down here. Okay, I'll follow the smog. I'm sort of... that flashlight doesn't seem to last very long. Don't want to go through any corners blindly. Daniel's voice echoed around the tunnels. Silence. So both of them came down here. Both of them came down here. She couldn't explain the feeling. It was as though something was lurking around every corner, staying out of sight, staying ahead of her. Oh, I would say that as soon as I get up to a corner. I don't know. This is a horror game. I pieced together the story, I guess. Daniel heard soft, scratching footsteps behind him. He turned and shined his flashlight around the tunnel. Nothing. Oh, I like that effect. This is... odd thing to say, but this is one of the best flashlights I've seen in a game. Usually flashlights are very terrible and don't do much in games, but this one is rather effective. He called again. Ellie, still no answer, but he heard the footsteps again. Is this... These aren't like photorealistic graphics, but the effect, the atmosphere, the storytelling is doing a good job. I could have swore I heard footsteps. Is it in front of me or is it behind me? Ellie felt like it was in front of her, and Daniel felt like it was behind him. Whoa, 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 what, where? She felt his breath before she felt his claws, and then she was gone. Okay, I'm back to the wall. There's a flashlight. Okay. Got to charge my flashlight. Oh man, I think it was behind me. I'm gonna have to go. I don't have anywhere else to go, guys. Oh, wow. I haven't gone into the mountain. Maybe I was supposed to go into the mountain after the chapel. It was really dark after the... I keep thinking I hear things. It was really dark after the chapel. Maybe that was nighttime and I came in here instead of going into the mountain. Maybe the mountain would have been safe. Oh my. Is this... Did I just make a... He didn't even have time to cry out at the shadow silhouetted in his flashlight beam, lunging towards him. Oh man. I feel like... can I get a weapon? I feel trapped. Oh Oh man, I have a bad feeling. Okay everyone, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you'd like to see more videos from ExtendedReplay.com and the XRP crew, then be sure to check out these videos over here to my left. And if you'd like to see something from my channel, be sure to check out these videos over here to my right. Now if you're in the mood to be surprised, there is a mystery video right below me. It's going to be from a member of the XRP crew, so be sure to find out who it is today. If you like this video, be sure to smash that like button and hit subscribe so you can see all the videos we're going to be bringing you very, very soon. In the meantime, we pray that you all love one another, and until next time, I remain Mr. Ultimate.